Meanwhile, the UN Special Rapporteur on Human Rights Defenders, Mary Lawlor, has strongly condemned the recent arrest of Baloch rights leader Mehrang Baloch and the violent crackdown on peaceful Baloch protesters by Pakistani security forces in Quetta. And DD India's Amritpal Singh joins us on the story. Amrit, what is the truth regarding the claims of the Baloch ethnic group regarding extrajudicial harassment, arrests and killings by the Pakistan government?
Depends upon whose truth. There is a truth of the Balochi, which they say there are enforced disappearances, there are abductions by Pakistan security forces and military. Ask the Pakistani army, they say, these are terrorists and terrorist sympathizers, etc. So, truth in this is, as Plato said, is relative. So looking at, but yes, there are enforced disappearances, there are missing people, which Baloch ethnic groups have had a grievance against the Pakistani state, saying that they use it's an oppressive military state which indulges in that and has been doing that. So, and that is the sit-in that Dr. Mehrang Baloch was leading, which had women, children, people from the middle class who are not part of the BLA. But asked the Pakistani security forces, they were saying that, well, these are sympathizers. Now the BLA carried out this kind of an attack. They are looking for people who planned that, people who are sympathizers, people who are plotters, people who are terrorists, and they are only trying to crack down on them and trying to get us, the law and order situation under control.
Amrit, why is Pakistan seeing so much violence in Balochistan province, and can it find a way out, or is the situation only likely to get worse?
Violence has been continuing in Balochistan for a very long time. There are historical reasons to it. It started 75 years back when there was, this perceived grievance against the Pakistani state that, it's illegally annexed the state of Kalat and Balochistan, which belongs to the Baloch people. To some parts of Balochistan also have the Pashtuns living in them. Then there were waves of insurgency. This fifth wave of insurgency, which started in around end of 2003, in 2005, Nawab Akhtar Khan Bukti gets killed by Pervez Musharraf. And remember, he was a former governor and a former chief minister of the Balochistan province. He wasn't your typical guerrilla fighter. But then the BLA over the period of time grew strong. The brass got consolidated. So waves of violence have continued in Balochistan. Their grievances are about, development, poverty, people not, that their resources being looted by the Pakistani state, the CPEC, which is not in their favor. They haven't got their share of the resources of the state. So these are the various reasons for violence. And then add to that the security crackdown, which, as I said, the securities agencies' rationale is that they are there to protect the sovereignty of the country, but that leads to, in some cases, excesses, etc. And so that is an added dimension to it. This attack or the hijack of the train and taking hostage about 450 people, including a large number of the Pakistani army personnel or the Frontier Corps personnel, is a big challenge to the security forces, which was expected that the security forces would respond to in a certain manner, which they are right now. There would be excesses. As you know, Balochistan is a virtual information black hole. Hardly much information comes out of that. Foreign journalists are banned from traveling there. Local journalists also have limited access, especially in circumstances like this. So internet has been suspended. So all this will play out, I think, in days to come before it subsides, because Pakistan does have a strong military presence. They may be able to, contain it militarily, but the grievance that the Balochis have, or certain sections of the Balochis have, will continue.
Okay, Amrit, we leave it here. Thank you very much for your analysis on the story.